Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is another of my fictional short stories. This one is called Death by AI. I was a career counselor at a nonprofit, and then I wasn't. And now, I think I'm done. Here's how it happened. One day, at a meeting of the 5 of us career counselors, our boss said offhandedly, "Hey, you might want to use ChatGPT to help you with hard client problems." I didn't realize that time saver means that the nonprofit, would need fewer of us. A few weeks later, she said, you can build client self-efficacy by using the WISE app. I didn't realize it also would mean that the employer would need fewer of us. A month later, she asked, "We need to cut a bit. Any of you willing to go to 4 days a week?" I couldn't begin to afford it. I have a stay-at-home spouse, a mortgage, and 2 kids in private school. You see, the public schools, even in the suburbs, completely ignore bright kids. 2 months later, I was ordered to cut back to 3 days a week, and that I had to work in the office. I hated that. The commute, even though it's only 10 miles, takes an hour of stressful traffic each way, not to mention the cost and the air pollution of sitting at a near standstill. But at age 53, scared no one would hire me, and figuring that AI would be affecting all counseling organizations, I had no choice but to say yes. Of course, we had to cut our spending. For example, I asked my kids how they'd feel about transferring to public school. One yelled, the other cried, but both insisted no! Of course, their reason had nothing to do with academics. They don't want to lose their friends. We compromised and sent one to public school, and no surprise, did we get hell. 6 months later, 2 of the 5 of us career counselors were laid off. My wife and I were terrified. We fell behind on the mortgage payments, sent our other child to public school, stopped going out to eat, and canceled our newspaper and Netflix subscription. I looked for a job and looked, and my worst fears were confirmed. It seems no one's interested in an older career counselor of the wrong demographic. Apart from all this, life is overwhelming. No longer employed, I didn't have health insurance and had to wade through the paperwork to get covered California. Even with high deductible plans, it's expensive because we're not absolutely destitute yet. And without the structure of a work week and the feeling of worth that comes from working, I am adrift, very adrift. I'm doing career counseling as a volunteer and enjoy that, but my incipient poverty, even homelessness for my family and me, is overwhelming. Threatening foreclosure, and not only can't we pay the mortgage, we can't pay the property tax, so we're trying to sell our home. But the realtor said that after transfer tax, income tax, realtor fees, and getting our home ready for sale, we would clear only enough money to last a few months. So I mustered the courage to ask my sister if we could stay in her house, even though it isn't big. I said, not at all sure it was true, that it would only be for a while until I get a job. But deep down, I fear that the only jobs I'll be able to get won't pay enough to avoid destitution. Think barista. I'm thinking, I'm done. In any event, that's Death by AI. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant to this would be Work Stories and A Dose of Reality. But all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.